Friends, myself Syed Ghulam Saini. So yesterday we learnt about Peripheral Kingdom examples. So today we will learn the Coelenterata, Ctenophora and Platyhelminthes phylums. In detail also I will try to explain. Okay. So let's begin session. So in this phylum Coelenterata, I will use special first trick for the examples. Okay. So to remember the examples of Coelenterata given in our NCERT textbook, we have a trick, that is Goa mein Papa. Okay, which is Goa mein Papa. So here Goa stands for Gorgonia. Okay, Goa stands for Gorgonia, which is called as sea fan. Okay, remember common names also, they are important. May stands for Meandrina. Okay, May stands for Meandrina, which is called as brain coral. P stands for Physalia. Okay, called as Portuguese man of war. Okay, Portuguese man of war. And here A stands for Adamsia, which is sea anemone. Okay, your another P stands for Peninsula, which means your sea pen. Okay, and your last A stands for Aurelia. Aurelia, which is commonly called as jellyfish. Okay friends, this Aurelia is commonly called as jellyfish. In this Coelenterata, one unique example you have to remember, which is Obelia. Does everyone know what is Obelia? This Obelia is nothing but, okay, this Obelia exhibits metagenesis. Okay, Obelia जो है metagenesis property show करेगा. What is metagenesis? Before metagenesis, you should learn that the phylum Coelenterata members have two basic body forms. Those two basic body forms are polyp and medusae or medusa. These are the two basic body forms that we see in phylum Coelenterata members. So this polyp is sessile. Okay, sessile, non-motile and cylindrical shape. Okay, sessile and cylindrical. This medusa is umbrella shaped. Okay, umbrella shaped, and it is free swimming, means motile, free swimming. Okay, free swimming. Can you give an example for polyp by seeing these examples? So cylindrical form is your Hydra, which is another example. The polyp can be seen in Hydra or your Adamsia, which is your, okay, sea anemone, Adamsia, Hydra. And medusa you see in jellyfish or Aurelia. Okay, Aurelia, jellyfish. These Coelenterata members, they are mostly marine. These are basic characters I am saying. So these are mostly marine. Okay, They may be free swimming or they may be non-motile, that is sessile. They exhibit which level? Tissue level of organization. They are acoelomates. They don't have coelom. Okay. Then what all you can say? These are some of the important. Nidoblast. Why these are called as Coelenterata are also called as Nidaria phylum, you know. Everyone knows that. These Coelenterata are called as Nidaria also. Why? Because this Nidaria is called because they have nidoblast or nidocytes. Okay, they have nidoblasts or nidocytes. What is the function of nidoblast, nidocytes? They are present on the tentacles. Tentacles means on the outgrowths, help in locomotion. So these nidoblasts have special cells called as stinging cells or nematocysts. Nidoblasts have nematocysts and their function, this function of nidoblast, they help in andeka. This is trick. Okay, andeka. Here an means anchorage. Okay, de means defense, anchorage, defense, and ka means capture of prey. Okay. So nematocysts are present in nidoblasts or nidocytes. Okay, nidoblasts are also called as nidocytes. They have nematocysts which help in andeka. Andeka means encourage, defense, and capture of prey. Okay, so we are learning about Obelia. This Obelia exhibits metagenesis phenomena. What is metagenesis? Alternation of generations between polyp and medusa. This polyp forms medusa and medusa forms polyp. This is called as metagenesis, which can be observed in Obelia. Okay, remember this example, Obelia. Okay, this is one of the important. So friend, this was about the phylum Coelenterata. Hope you have understood. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. Okay. At last the session, I will ask 2 questions, so you have to answer in the comment box. Okay. So now we will study the third phylum in NCERT. It is phylum Ctenophora. Here C will be silent. Phylum Ctenophora. So this phylum Ctenophora, general I will say, these are again they are marine. Okay, Ctenophora marine. They exhibit tissue level of organization. Okay, yellow tissue level organization. This Ctenophora also have unique character. Their unique character is they are commonly called as sea walnuts. Okay, they are commonly called as sea walnuts or comb jellies. Okay, why they are called as sea walnuts, comb jellies? Because they have 8 external rows of ciliated comb plates. Okay, 8 external rows of ciliated. You know, cilia means locomotion. So their unique character is presence of comb plates. Their function is in locomotion. Okay, these ciliated comb plates which help in locomotion. So Ctenophora exhibit tissue level of organization. Again about symmetry, if you need to say, these are radial symmetry or radially symmetrical. Okay, they are marine, tissue level of organization. Again these are also acoelomates because they don't have coelom, body cavity between the body wall and gut wall. Okay, so this Ctenophora members exhibit a unique property, that is bioluminescence. Okay, bioluminescence. So what is this bioluminescence? It is the property of the living organism. Okay, property of the living organism to emit light. So bio, you can see bio means life, luminous means light. So the living organism if emits light, it is called as bioluminescence. Bioluminescence, the property of the living organism to emit light. So the examples for the phylum Ctenophora will be Neurobrachia and Ctenoplana. Neurobrachia and Ctenoplana. The shortcut to remember this trick is Neuroplana. This is the shortcut. Neuro stands for Neurobrachia and plana stands for Ctenoplana. So just remember this. Okay.